All right, Tim, where were you taking your trucks before you came to us?
There was a diesel mechanic that was up on Rialto Road, and we didn't have any issues at first, and then all of a sudden we had issues with everything. And one of the things was there's an oil cooler on the side of that diesel, and when he went and put it all back together, he did not hook that back up correctly, and it actually burnt that up and then did other damage to the truck itself. Yeah. One thing after another was wrong. He didn't get it back to you when you needed it. It would sit sometimes for weeks, and before he ever looked at it again. And being small, we don't have a lot of extra trucks sitting around to be able to use, so we need every one we have.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's one of them things you want to try to get your stuff in, and we try to, take care of you as fast as possible. Even with them older trucks, it's one of them things I kind of enjoy it. Tackling old stuff that
Right.
Maybe he's older than me. Maybe it's something that nobody else out there that'll touch. There's not much I haven't. I'm not afraid to jump in and see what we can find out. So
that's all we ask. And if you take a look at it and it's something that you can do, that's great. If you can't, I like to hear the conversation that, hey, this is going to be this much or that much to do that. Because of the price. There's nothing cheap about repairing anything.
No.
But the biggest deal to us is if after we have it repaired, that it stays on the road and it works.
Yep.
And because having it towed back is not a pleasant thing to do.
Yeah, I get it.
And like I said, we haven't had any problems. You guys have done, everything that we have asked you to do. With letting us know that, hey, this part's also needs to be replaced.
Catching stuff before it is an issue.
Yeah, making it safer for everybody. With that 2000 truck that you're doing, that basically was a whole rebuild on the front end. And from where we started to where it ended up, and now it's a perfect truck.
Yeah, and then we had them little bits and pieces in the inner fenders and stuff like that. We made mud flat or made step brackets that weren't out there to be found, but it was the rails that you wanted. We fabricated them stuff up and made it work for you. So
that's a good point, because you did add on the there was cosmetic things that you added on that you found
asked
for
about
us
and found and got it done.
That again worked out very well to have those, and where where to buy it at a decent price. For me to have to sit on the internet and try to find it, and then I buy the wrong thing or something, it all worked out for us on how you handled it.
Yeah, if we're in there doing it, it's not nothing that we can't. If it's something to make your truck better, we're all about it. So until next time, remember, get the shit out of your engine.